I was just thinking.
She puts her with a soft, this does not surprise.
Did he? I never said he was a good.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it? He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi, he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. No, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, and then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just... Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in...
When he said he...
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with...
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things here in Martinez?
No.
There is a small measure of pride in her, that she could quell the rage. What kind of man was he?
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example, his...
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his...
Lelystad. We have a few questions you can help us with.
The young woman cranes her neck. Try the last missing pieces of a...
In Oranje, officer.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes.
Did that bring you to...
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a...
No. He left the national service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly. There is nothing on Muindi. The old... I love Revachol, though. I hope he was 40.
42? Are you sure?
He had many scars that made him appear older. We even celebrated his birthday.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die. The young woman looks at... She's clearly sensing something.
Blue. Light blue. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And
he had a combat wound?
Yes. Severe. It made him...
Ah, yes.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine. Made it oily. Not nice to stroke.
No. Okay, sure. Here you go. What else are we missing, officer?
Oh.
It's clear she liked it.
Quite a lot, yes. Sure. waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How?
Is this Orani's?
Yes. This is the very essence. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me." And so it goes. Star after star. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. Why do you ask? Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to...
Everything checks out here. It's all...
It very well could be, yes. What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. That's not funny, officer.
The lieutenant blinked. All right, let's see where this is going.
Cool. Good for you.
What do you think it...
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days?
Is she avoiding anything? Technically not. Technically not. Come on, man. Listen. You can't trust them. It's just you and me.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she... Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42? Below the damage. The weak... How old are you? That's where this is. You could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58? You asked. Actually, make that 54. Alcoholism has... And I was wrong, but...
Wait. This requires signed to the laboratorium. This window.
It's you again. What is it? And that fucking fucker.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was...
Funny. No, alright. All fucking righty then.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of this.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I already told you.
There's less gusto in his voice now.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember?
You know what? Next time you see her,
This is the petulant rage of someone who...
that lying scam. Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can.
What is this quiet funeral shit?
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not...
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them really
No, we fucking ain't.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me?
Oh, you want more good options? Here we go. So good.
Yeah. What is happening to you?
No. My partner is a spiritual man. He was a minister before joining the RC.
He's working really.
Time to move to more earthly matters. Like what really happened.
I do not understand. This fiddle played totally.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated? Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus, just remember it's about more than Clausia. It's about these men and Martinez.
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write.
The man's fists under the table are balled. You can...
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up and...
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler?
I left it home.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's...
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened? You're in. He's all yours. Questions. The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Me too.
He nods.
You hang the corpse to cover up the real...
We're not sure. Probably a book.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says...
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
Clausia came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before.
Good analogy, Bob.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fuck it.
He means they'd been fucking.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse? Nah, he's my brother.
Tibbs. That's sure.
Yeah. Good man.
Bet their father's named Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister.
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Yeah, she wouldn't. They're powerful, connected to the moral intern.
That's all he knows.
And why would you help someone like that?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some idea. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became...
In a manner of...
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it. Fella, you think too much. He's
a little too far there.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway. We're Hardy Boys. And that's it. Nope. You're not getting to her. It's you do that. Hey, cop. Before you go... Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a...
We'll take that into account.
This window is smooth following your...
Looks like it, yes.
It's always...
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired.
I understand. I know. For what it's...
This is good. Clear. No, it's not good. Shush. I can't hear.
Why did you waste...
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
I am not.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, a grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. I wish it did, but I have people after me. And they have friends in the moral intern.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Orionese lit.
I did. I also had a side job selling it. After that, I sort of, it's not nice, but it's not illegal.
What exactly?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. With a bigger company.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Elysium County Savings Bank.
But she really...
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Luskop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive. I am a destroyer. A lot of people got hurt.
That can wait. Look into her eyes.
One of them killed themselves because of me. How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it? There you have it. The way of the warrior. We were there. Together, okay? He was in a kneeling position. I turned back to him.
Her chest rises.
I knew he was dead.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
Yes, but...
You asked her before if he enjoyed it. She avoided it. How did I... You know.
He just had a hunch. Detectives have those sometimes.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. I waited for the sec.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh. So am I.
What time was this?
11:30 to...
It's okay.
Not as much as usual.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than usual.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the car?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the...
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of... Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time.
Ruby?
Ruby.
The leader?
The Hardy boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they...
This Ruby, in her phrasing...
Would you say she is the...
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. She said she'd take care of this. That's what she does.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the...
To produce lividity.
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was...
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just... It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. Ruby said to wait here. I don't know.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Glacia.
When he was shot?
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is some...
What? He wouldn't have died if it weren't for...
It could have been He was a serviceman. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Like what? That's the first thing that went through my head. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All that so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. I just don't know.
We can't go after loose cap.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. There's one because I'm an idiot.
Which is an idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You have to understand, the people around here, He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. Oh God, that was a lie too. She did, of course. Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you
Last week.
You should have another look at that window after. Yes, you see the glass sparkling. She nods. Side. He's thinking. Or should we arrest her? No, that won't be necessary. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her. Who? What? Dear Lord, you've been lied to. She probably didn't give you her real name. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate. Yes, see?
I did. What is this? There was an older woman.
That is anyone could know that, sire. By look.
What time did you make?
Thursday night.
It checks out.
She stands before you. Hold.
I agree. You wouldn't give it.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to... Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just...
Falsified.
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even...
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do...
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful...
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. It's useless.
The lieutenant makes a note.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds north. It's Katarzyna Elysium.
Could it mean Glasia is an alacronym for Katarzyna Elysium?
It was a sentimental thing.
A nickname. Who?
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago.
She nods, her round eyes.
I am. They can...
Yes, they can, for she nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
There may be grounds here.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She slowly... You are. This is not the end of this.
Lies.
Yes, we demand... She slowly
Lie.
Yes.
What? But I haven't done anything.
Failure to aid. She purposefully fucking... That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in. The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please, no. I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
She's silent for a second, as if looking into gearing up for this.
Ruby. She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants. Sex. When I started spending time with Lely.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
This is just a...
I know what it sounds like. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised.
This is a familiar theory. You had it. Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be.
She came over one night, drunk, and she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line.
Some of that fear is... What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
You said there was a secret route there, right? She could have come up through there, then taken the shot, right?
Interesting theory. Did she...
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when... She would have seen us. My bed is...
You mean to suggest...
No. No.
She's not really sure. Don't let your imagination run wild. Okay, arrest. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory. Her. Stop letting her...
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's shitty, but I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink. You have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I know you can do that.
You do have the form.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromise. Definitely, sire.
Everything could change. This city.
There is desperation there, in that.
Maybe Ravishol could be free. I could be tried in a free Ravishol.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
The world can change.
Her political overture. This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. She looks at you. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport... Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
I won't.
This may have been a grave, maybe.
I promise I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation.
She nods.
Okay.
She nods.
Okay.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath. As if, as you look back, you think, so loved, if it weren't for her, he would not have been.
Hey, was there something...
The old woman's. The buzz of electric lights blends to...
Yes, I can't really. My suggestion is don't. I can wash it for you. But it's going.
Hell yeah.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Well, hand it over then. And I must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
There's still some unused change in there. The machine waits for a number to be dialed. You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up. Strange. This is not how you started before. You dialed 001. 4111, yes. 4451. An ultra-long distance call. Your air calling. The saddest sound. Both pitiful and terrifying. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea calling. Then the ocean breaks.
Hello? No. It's you, isn't it? Who is this? What? Oh no. Is that you?
This is too much. You need to recede. Silence.
Is that you? Dora?
Dora. The name feels like in the distorted. Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to it doesn't matter if you react or not. You still think you...
You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
Oh, God. Do you know what time it is? It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours. To work. The academy, where I work.
No response, only a sigh.
No. What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel you're right.
I'm in my rover, sleeping.
She does not answer anymore. Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money. You dial the number in the calling. It looks like she doesn't want to pick it up, Harry. Call.
Harry, please. Please. I'm going to hang up now.
Phone disconnect tone. A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a life is garbage. There's some tear. getting late and it's snowing. Time to call. Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut. The carving on the door is block-like and angular. The surface is smooth from the wind, but this cheap-looking padlock it'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, you see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them. There is something blindingly modern about this. He takes off his glasses.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. For Revachol aussi, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as these acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth. That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Voila! Looks very modern. You're part of the lock.
Let's go.
As you do, a great whoosh in the heart. Metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. This life is garbage. You dial, calling, and calling for who knows how. The cold metal is hard and hurts your knuckles. Didn't give you. Bent metal. Broken. You are the destroyer. The bane of inanimate. Kudos. The note is an intricate, the pattern still gone. You stare. The silence in this part of the church, it's almost... Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. And then it's gone. You can hardly hear your own breathing. You produce a few muffled thumps. Your voice is... It's unnerving. The lieutenant points to...
Can you hear anything? The church just had...
His detached tone. Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises. The lieutenant doesn't reply. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead. It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way to... It's not a shadow anymore.
Officer, is there something up there?
Oh no. Yes. You see something hanging from... Maybe it's possible to... The shadow is a man. The crab man. The man leads...
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry.
Hold on. Stop it right there. Pussy?
You really got a case of frayed nerves. Pussy. And this usage comes from pusillanimous. Chill out, man. Here you could receive the mother's love. And when you're ready...
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user.
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even... I know it's hard to admit that you got a problem.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling...
Don't trust me. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence.
You have no idea what the... 'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance, he hath deceived his very self.
Other spooker?
Viejita is... Grandma?
No. I just call her Viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. That's what I said, Holmes. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now. I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she...
Or search through her radio computer.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't. I always thought of myself more like a flame. I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone. That's not really the point, I said.
Do you remember?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information.
Tiago's my name. But those syllables, your place amongst your fellas. Your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore. That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that. The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me. Wouldn't bother me none to have them spin music in here. Might even be nice to have...
He said that in spite of himself.
This is a special place. I circled it. Nurtured. Oh, that's no... She is a cavity in the dark. I will be incinerated.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory. I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. Hard to say. I think I've been spending a lot of time. It's not like...
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you. To his very...
I heard that before, Way. And I know
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. The mother will eat all of you. I know it will take time.
The sinewy figure lingers on.
Police raid. Oh,
Did you witness it?
not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore.
A machine stands in the corner.
Another radio computer.
These machines.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
A machine stands. The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but you can sense that he doesn't like it.
It's also quite similar to the one we...
The one you saw earlier was the ream. You see fluorescent play and print. The lieutenant says nothing. Behind the hatch sits a cute. Another filament memory. The speaker comes to life.
Good evening. Votre sexy.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? Good.
Let's look around. Maybe he knows something.
No. Still, no. I am contractually obliged.
I'm afraid we are not doing that.
Now, can you please repeat received?
That sounds bad.
Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Sleep well.
The machine's keyboard.
Oh, hey, wait. Too many times.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is. What you think of that? I think we're done here, essay.
That was, however, I'm...
The machine's key.
Good evening. Good. I have votre accident. I have two machines.
Saint-Brune. That...
Anything else? Sleep well.
The machine's key. The printer prints out a long text. The first entry may arrived at the church. The door was boarded up. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines at our case? No, I don't think so.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local. See? Even one of the spookers. 7th of February, 51. Finally.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems. Artists, yet again. Harassing citizens, stealing badges, occupying public spaces. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the...
Seems like something about the backup data getting destroyed. And I think these people worked in the radio computer games business.
12th of February, 51.
The strike. We are nearing. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to...
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while.
Is she talking about?
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of...
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggestive?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out, fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello.
The girl on the ice?
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is our March 51. A new 2-meter. Your reading is interrupted by a strange woman. Make straight for the radio computer.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
There are no coalition military data links. And even if there was, you couldn't access them over a civilian network. That's nonsense. You're just a police officer. Now please give me some room.
We should talk to her.